Good morning. Welcome to the morning sprint. I am Daphne Gray. You already know we got a bunch of cool stories to get to, a bunch of top talkers that happened over the weekend that I want to talk about. But yeah, it is Tuesday and it is officially the first day of the month, which means that rent and mortgage is due. So make sure you guys get that under control. But either way, man, we're starting a new month off. It's crazy at how fast this year is going by, but we're going to have a good time today. Again, a lot of cool stories to tell you guys about, including this one right here. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody have seen this viral video now of Cardi B launching her microphone at a fan who threw a drink on her during a performance. We have the latest in this particular case, and we are going to the comment section on that because you guys had a lot of interesting things to say about this and a lot of interesting facts that are also coming out as well. So I can't wait to get to that, hear everybody's opinion. Of course, we're going to hash it out with Jazzy Jazz later on in the show. First and foremost, you already know August means it's time to clear the shelters. So we're clearing the shelters. These shelters are at capacity. Many are short-staffed and rely on volunteers and donations from the community. Franklin County Humane Society tells us that they've seen a number of owners surrender their pets due to the loss of housing. That on top of puppy and kitten season has many local shelters full of hundreds of animals to care for. So yeah, we got to work on getting that together, and obviously the workers are working to get people interested in volunteering.
It's already so overwhelming, especially when we're still looking for the spay and the neuters and the vetting. It gets to a point where you wonder how many more can we keep helping and still get them out fast enough that we're not overwhelming ourselves and our fosters.
10 News is working for you to clear the shelters. We're kicking off our month-long campaign today, where each day will feature an adoptable pet on air and online. You can learn how you can help or meet your new best friend at WSLS.com. So yes, let's get these babies adopted. Of course, we do this cool volunteer thing where we go out, help clean the shelters, help get them adopted. But these are just some sweet faces that, at no fault of their own, were either surrendered or given away, or, people can't take care of them. So what we can do is just everybody work together to get these babies in a nice, loving home. Moving on, Danville Police Department is getting some national recognition. Check this out. Of course, we're going to get to this. Hold on, let me get to that part where you guys see how. There we go. Let me got my keys and stuff moving correctly now. Chief Scott Booth just named as a recipient of the Frederick Milton Thrasher Award, says by the National Gang Crime Research Center. While this honors superior leadership in law enforcement, it's mainly due to the work they've done to curb the crime and keep people safe.
We're doing the right things here in Danville, right? It shows that some of the things that we've done to reduce violence, especially, gang-associated violence that impacts so many of our young people, is being looked at in other places across the nation, actually across the world. So that's kind of a big deal.
Chief Booth has been on the job since 2018, and he's received 2 other awards in the past for successful crime reduction. It's always good to give much love and a huge shout out and thank you to our local law enforcement, because they are always doing their best, again, to keep our community safe. And I'm so happy that they're being recognized on a national level. Hopefully it can encourage other small municipalities to, kind of get it together when it comes down to crime. I know crime is something that is on the rise, but I am a pro-police person. I think more police is actually helpful, especially for our communities, our most vulnerable communities, to keep them safe and secure. So again, congratulations to Danville, and hopefully other municipalities follow. So, got to get into this real quick. A lot of people are, for some reason, talking about it. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but some people are really turned up by the fact that Twitter is changing its logo. So Twitter rebrand has a lot of people talking, and some are questioning what it means for the future of the company. Owner Elon Musk recently unveiled a new X logo to replace the famous blue bird. Experts say that while there may be short-term benefits from the radical change that they're calling radical, like increased usage, investors may be concerned that he's throwing away a multi-billion-dollar brand. It's believed that Musk wants to create an everything app similar to WeChat that has messaging, mobile payments, and other utilities. So yeah, what are y'all thoughts on this? My thoughts particularly, I'm just like, it's his company. He can do whatever he wants. Maybe if people are complaining about it, maybe they should buy it, earn billions of dollars and take over it and change it up themselves. But I don't know. Like, I've just always have been, hey, if this is your thing, you do whatever you want to do. I don't, I think there are changes that are coming. I think it will be kind of different not seeing that little blue bird. I know a lot of people are used to that But me personally speaking, I'm not a big Twitter user either way. I don't really care. I know a lot of people don't really care what he does with it, but some people are making a big deal out of it, thinking that this is just gonna, ramp up something, or I don't even know. I don't know what the abrasion is against it, but I'm just like, I just keep it simple and say that, hey, he bought it. He owns it now. He can do whatever he wants with it. That's just me. But I know some people also got other opinions. So if you want to talk about what you believe into this new Twitter logo, I'm pretty sure it has updated on your phones by now. Let me know. Let me know how you feel. And maybe you can convince me to care. Okay, moving on. We got a really cute story right here. And obviously, anytime it comes down to any kind of anniversaries, you always want to one-up the one that you did in the past. Well, Kansas man is celebrating his golden wedding anniversary, decided to give his wife some sunflowers, but we're not just talking about a bouquet. We're not just talking about a simple sunflower. We're talking about acres. So get this. Lee Wilson says that he planted about 1.2 million sunflowers back in May with the help of his son and as a surprise for his wife, Renee.
So we're celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary, August 10th, and what's a guy get his gal on their 50th? And I put a lot of thought into it, and she always liked sunflowers, and I thought this is the year to plant sunflowers. So we planted her 80 acres of sunflowers.
That's the sweetest thing ever. The couple says that they've been together almost 3 whole lives, and their first date was on her 16th birthday at a roller skating rink. Okay, yeah, almost their whole life. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, no, always a good deal. And I think earlier today, Jenna made a good point saying that, those anniversaries like that, they're going to be fewer in the future because you have a lot of people who are meeting later in life. And then, obviously those huge, decades and decades of love, unfortunately will be cut short if you're speaking of the lifespan of a human being. You never know, but either way, it's always inspiring to see how love works and how it can last, and to see him do something so special is always a blessing right now. It's a beautiful thing to see. Something else that's beautiful to see is this break in this heat wave that we've all been experiencing. Meteorologist Chris Michaels is here to deliver the good news on that.
Happy Tuesday, guys. Today, not too hot, not too humid. That's one of the positives to today's weather. One of the only negatives is that we'll start to see some of that smoky haze returning. Good news is it looks like it's mostly going to be thousands of feet above us, so the air quality shouldn't be that much of a concern. High temperature 70s and 80s today, 50s and 60s first thing tomorrow morning. That's when I'll see you guys on the spring.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for that. And of course, he does Tasty Tuesdays. And he's taking us to a really cool spot right here. So let me get this on loaded so you guys can see exactly what we're talking about. What started off as a florist and wine shop more than a decade ago continues to plant its seed and grow. It's called Petals Wine Bar. It's a special treat in this week's Tasty Tuesday. Teresa Campbell is tapping into her passion at Petals Wine Bar in Wytheville. Wine dinner every other month with tastings. People spend time with their family and friends and enjoy music from 12 to 2 on Saturdays as well. Specials include sipping hour, where you get $2 off between 5 and 7 every day. Mimosas are half off from 12 to 2, and they also do wine slushies and charcuterie boards. You look right there on your screen. Everything looks delicious. Got a good salad right there. The menu is full. Guys, check this out. I was talking about this earlier, man. I didn't know they were making wine slushies. Look at that. That looks so refreshing. So it's definitely something that I would love to try. But if you guys want to see this full story on our website, it's on the Tasty Tuesday app, little tab when you go to WSLS.com. Check out more about this restaurant and more about how they're making an impact in their community. Moving on to a really cute story right here. So we all know there are several kids out there who likes to dine and, or not dine and dash, but what you call it, ditch, door. Oh, I guess I'm dating myself. I can't really even think about what it's called, but it's when they basically go ring a doorbell and take off to run. And I'm going to figure out by the end of the story, but it's a really cute story here. It ended up ending it with a happy story. Teenager in Minnesota has made a big impression on people all over the internet when he offers some kind words in front of a doorbell camera. One day, this random act of kindness turned into a viral video of an inspiring message now viewed by millions. Just take a listen to what he had to say.
And you matter, alright? There's always going to be somebody that cares about you. And you're a good person. No matter what people say, you matter.
Cute story right there. So the homeowner was on vacation at the time, but she saw the message when she got an alert on her phone. And when she heard the boy's message, she uploaded it to her TikTok, and it almost instantly went viral. The boy and his mother have made contact with the woman who uploaded the video, and they plan to meet soon. So guys, again, if you've seen this, look, you got many people commenting in this session. You have a lot of people who would do weird things on TikTok that are just like, come on, man, really? Come on, get your life together. But, you know, the fact that this kid he just did something so simple, and as simple as it is, it goes a long way, and I hope it inspires a better positive trend on TikTok. You guys already know my feelings about TikTok, but good things like this, I love to see kids, and I love to see the positivity happening in the community based off of someone's actions. So shout out to this teenager. I hope it continues to go viral, and I hope it sparks another positive trend to happen around our country. All right, guys. We're going on to our next story. This is a cute one as well. Toddler in New York hoping that his hair can raise thousands of dollars in this mullet competition, man. But he's trying to do this for veterans. So you see him right there. Very adorable little dude. His 2-year-old has entered the USA Mullet Championship since birth. 2-year-old Grayson Woods had a ton of hair. Now he's putting those locks to good use. Be competing in the Kids USA Mullet Championship, which if he wins, $2,500 will be added to his bank account. The fundraising efforts will go to an organization that helps veterans. 2023 USA Mullet Championship are currently in its second round of online voting. And after this round, panel of judges will critique each mullet and help determine who is the new champion. So yes, this is an adorable boy, very cute. Look at all of that hair. I don't know what it is about dudes, man, but they can grow hair like nobody's business, and it's beautiful. So I wish him the best of luck. And it's so interesting seeing, we were doing multiple stories of people who are competing in this mullet competition. You got the boy, I think he won last year, and this year he's competing to raise money so that he can, everybody can get a go-kart, something like that. This guy is doing it for veterans, so it's cool to see these kids, you know, grow out their hair, but also do it for a good reason, good purpose that will hopefully bless someone else's life. Mega Millions jackpot, if you got your ticket and you wanted to win, you didn't get that blessing, but get this, it is now reaching the $1 billion mark. Says that it's the 5th time in history of the game the jackpot has reached into the billions. There have been 29 straight drawings without a winner. If someone wins the drawing tonight, the lump sum payment will be an estimated $527 million. And although there were no jackpot winners Friday night, Mega Millions says that one ticket in Pennsylvania was worth $5 million. And there were also a few $1 million winners scattered throughout the country. So, yeah, if you guys are into getting that Mega Millions ticket, you never know. You never know, man. You miss all the shots you don't take. Just go ahead and figure out what's going to happen. Maybe you can be blessed with $500 and something million, maybe $1 million, maybe $500,000. I don't know. Either way, it's a lot of money, and it's a really high jackpot that it didn't reach. So I'm happy to see more people are participating in that, because we all know that the funds that people play with this game, it always benefits the community in some form or fashion, the education system in some form or fashion as well. But yeah, that's a lot of guacamole, and I would love to win that amount. I need to actually play. I'm going to get a ticket right after I get off work today. So we'll see what happens. And again, if you guys don't see me at work tomorrow, or if you see me at work tomorrow with obvious signs that I've won something, then you know I've won. Anyways, let's get to this viral video, man. We were talking about this all day. Today earlier, I saw it when I was on vacation this past weekend, and I just couldn't help but laugh. And I know I should probably be laughing, but if you missed it, here's that viral video right there. This is of Cardi B after she threw a microphone at a concert thrower. You see her right there. So this is what had happened. Apparently, this concert goer threw a drink at her, and she retaliated by popping him with the mic. In the video, you can see the security guard rushing to the area. Still no word on what happened to the fan, but we have the latest says that a woman hit by the mic filed a police report. It is also unclear at this time if the concert goer who threw the drink is the same person who filed the report. No arrests or citations have been made at this time. But on that note, we're going to go into the comment section, because I know I got a lot to say about it, but I want to hear what you guys got to say about it, okay? All right, back into the comment section. Again, there's the video right there one more time. There's the mic flip, but here we go. Let's get into the first comments right now. Hold on, let me go back. Oop, there we go. Okay, so this first comments come in. This is through Twitter. It says, one person responded with, this is some free money for that. They're responding to the fact that the person who was hit with the mic is filing the police report against Cardi B. They say, okay, free money. Another person by the name of Fish Fry says, I hope they get paid. Another one comes in and says that she shouldn't have thrown a drink at Cardi B then. Cardi security should have tossed this woman out into the parking lot. And then another commenter said that Cardi B never knows how to act. That was one of my thoughts when I first saw the video, because I was just like, out of all the people to throw something at, you never know, those unpredictable personalities. And I think Cardi B is definitely one of those unpredictable personalities that you don't want to play with. Okay, so another commenter came in and said that if she got the right person, then it should be a wash. Another person says that, so the woman is okay to throw something, but as soon as something is thrown back, she doesn't like it. Another person comes in and says, looking real good in the jailhouse orange, Cardi. So they're basically on the person who got hit with the mic. They're on their side. Another person comes in and says, good luck with that. She threw water and ice in Cardi's face. Another people saying, justice for Cardi. They understand why she reacted the way she did. And the last set of comments we got, one person says that it's good for that person to file a police report. Another person came in and says, you can tell the whole truth. What hurts worse, water or microphone? I guess you got a point right there. I'd rather get hit with water any day than a microphone the way she pelted it the way she did. Another person came in and said that I'm not surprised at what happened. This is what's been going on and what we've been seeing at concerts lately with people throwing things on stage. That is also something that's been frustrating to hear. And I think, I wouldn't be surprised if that played into why Cardi reacted the way she reacted. It says that one person came in and said Cardi B should file a police report as well. Another person came in and said they should sue Cardi for throwing the mic. And then last but not least, someone responding to the person on the police report saying, you're a gold digger out to mine some coin. So with that, let's go ahead and bring in Jazzy Jazz on the mic. I want to hear Jazz's thoughts real quick. Jazz, are you with me?
Yes, good morning.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am good. Okay, so obviously this is a talker that's online. Like I told you, when I first saw this video, it came on and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe she actually just threw the mic at a person in the audience. But then again, I saw the person flung the drink at her and I was just like, what did you expect was going to happen, in that scenario? But either way, violence is never the answer. What are your thoughts on when you first saw this video?
I think it could have been handled a different way, but
Yep.
at the same time, the fans should have never thrown anything. Like, it's been a lot of instances where fans are throwing things at the stage, and I feel like they're getting way too comfortable throwing things at celebrities and performers, and I think it's just disrespectful, and I think they think they're going to get away with it, but evidently Cardi B was not playing.
Yeah.
She did not let them get away with it, so it just goes to show that you need to be respectful in these concerts and not just act on impulse.
Exactly. And one thing that's interesting about this case that I read from People's magazine, I think, is when they gave us an update on it. They said that, hold on, let me see if I can find it or pull it up. Maybe I can remember it by memory. Okay, yeah, here it goes. So apparently, the real story behind it, everybody was thinking to themselves, like, why in the world would a person throw a drink? But everybody, there are some people in the comment section that was just like, you guys need the full story. Well, I did some digging and come to find out, I don't know if it was before this happened or after this happened. I'm assuming it was before. Cardi apparently had made a comment. I guess she was talking about how hot it was. And her and the DJ was saying, asking the crowd to splash her. And it was, obviously it's Cardi, so she says it in a very inappropriate fashion. But she was basically saying, splash me, throw something at me to cool me off, but don't throw it in my face. And I think some people were doing and participating. I guess when she got closer to this corner, that fan probably took it upon herself and was just like, okay, I'm going to throw my ice water at her. And I guess it got in her face, and that's why she slammed, threw the mic back at her. And that's when I think later on she said that I told y'all to splash me down, but I told y'all stay away from my face. Either way, that's allegedly the whole story as far as what went into it. What do you think about that?
See, that adds an entire entirely different layer to it.
Right. It's like you.
Because if she asked them to put water on her, then that's different.
Yep. Exactly.
Because when you see the video at first hand, it just seems like the fan is just throwing water on them to be disrespectful.
Yep.
And you add that additional element to it, that definitely changes my opinion.
Right. It's just like you asked for it.
Yeah.
But either way, I think another thing that's coming out is that it's unclear if the person who threw the water is the person that's filing the police report. Because if you look at the video, she flings the mic in the direction where the person threw the water, but it's very possible for that mic to have popped somebody else. So, yeah. Either way, that needless to say, don't retaliate or do not go the route of, like you said, it could have been handled differently. Maybe don't throw a huge or a heavy object at a person, because it could have knocked somebody out, one, and two, it could have resulted in a very bad, that person could have got mad and pulled a gun. You never know nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
You really don't. So you have to be careful. And so I feel like it was just a reaction, but you have to control your reaction and not let it control you.
Definitely. So, what do you think about that kind doorbell message? That was the cutest story, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness, I thought it was so cute, and it just goes to show that words mean everything, and that just spreading a little bit of kindness goes a long way.
Definitely. And last but not least, Jazz, I'm not that big on Twitter. I know you do a lot of stuff with the web, but are you feeling any kind of way with the X logo? Like, does it matter to you, or how do you feel about it?
My honest opinion, I think it's ugly. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. And I think it's because I'm so used to the little bird.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because Twitter, when you have a tweet, a bird makes a tweet sound.
Yeah, true.
So it completely makes sense. But the X logo, it just doesn't make sense at all. And I wish you would have done something that went with the brand more. I feel like he's completely trying to rebrand it all together, and you're either gonna like it or you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I mean, to his defense, he does own it. But yes, exactly. Okay, so do we have any comments or viewers today?
Yes, we do have some comments from people angry about Cardi B.
Uh-oh, what they say, girl? What they say?
Okay, so she, hold on one second. So David Bowe said she's talentless and plain gross.
Oh, you know what? First of all, shout out to him for watching. I'm so thankful that we had a viewer to come in too. But also, he unfortunately, that's in my opinion. I agree with him. I'm not saying talentless. I wouldn't say all that. I think she is definitely one of those stars that I feel like she could put so much more energy doing something else outside of this shock value, extremely hypersexual kind of thing. Like, that has never been my deal. I do think it's gross. So, yeah, shout out to him for commenting that. Because I was like, forget the mic. I'm about to go in on her.
Right. And then Joanne Jenkins said that it was a waste of a drink.
Oh my God, these people are on fire. Okay, shout out to you, Joanne, for doing your thing as well. Do we have any more comments?
Yeah, someone going by the username of Random Roanoke said, I saw someone lose a finger at a Pantera concert. Big deal.
Yeah, okay. Man, I am all about this. Anybody else?
That's it for today.
Yeah, all of those, everybody, we always say this. We love that engagement back and forth. Who are we to say anybody is wrong? As long as it's just coming out in a respectful manner, just put your opinions in there, because 9 times out of 10, they might mesh up with what we believe. And if they don't, we would love to discuss it. So thank you guys so much for watching the show and commenting in on your thoughts on Cardi B and concerts and, the mic flinging. I love it. Well, Jazz, you got anything else for me, girlie?
No, that's it for me.
All right, my love. Well, God bless you. You have a blessed day, okay?
All right, you too.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for commenting. That is so funny. He was like, she's gross. But like I said, your opinion is welcomed here, because again, we love that back and forth chit chatting, because I think it's hilarious. I think it's very interesting, because 9 times out of 10, you are expressing something that somebody else out there might be expressing. So thank you so much for going into the comment section with us. Before we head out, guys, you already know we got to give you those headlines of today coming up in our later newscast, including 10 News at noon. A shooting suspect in Lynchburg, described as armed and dangerous, is now in custody custody after an extensive search. Police say that Alex Joel Cruz Hernandez opened fire at the officers on Old Graves Mill Road. Officers say that he ran from them and prompted a shelter in place for the area. You heard about all this going on yesterday. They got updates on this case online and on air. Then, moving on, we do have the shooting suspect. Hold on, let me get there we go. Plus, the town of Vinton's making progress on the demolition. Music store destroyed in a fire just over a year ago. They said the contractor working on the site should finish this week. And then Pennsylvania County school leaders are getting ready to return to the classroom with an active shooter drill. Around 24 agencies participated in a training exercise on Monday. Sheriff says that the county has never had anything as big of an event as this. So, yeah. All these stories and so much more coming up in our later newscast. And, of course, you can get the full scope of it, all the details that are not allowed to be put on TV. You can see that on our website at WSLS.com by checking on the articles. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. We'll be back here again at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning on the Morning Sprint, WSLS.com.